Alright, let me test the sound here. So it sounds fine, and then we can get going. Before I get going, I'll get a drink and then. Alright, let me test the. Okay, that works. Let me paste the URL again somewhere. I'm in Patreon. That should be fine. Let me move this over here so I can see the chat as well, in case there is someone who wants to chat. Okay, just a couple of minutes and then I'll start. Give me just a moment. BRB. Okay, let's start going through the requests, and SMH was one of them. I think this was from previous week though, but it doesn't matter really. Let's go through that as well. The semiconductor. This was the very much of a bullish setup in here. Does not really look good anymore. This was super bullish all the way up into here. I think this here, the low that we had around April, was one of the reasons I did not really like this bullish setup. Was the bearish setup like ABC? There is still a chance that this is the case. However, I would much rather have this as a WXY coming down. Sorry, WXYZ or something like that. Let's see. Well, loads of these have like WXYZ. This. How do I move these? I guess I don't move them. Okay. So WXYZ looks pretty decent here. As we have already taken out this high, obviously can't be a diagonal of anything. It is not part of anything before it, I don't think. So yeah, that is why I think it is, something like that. There's a chance that this again is an ABC. This is very small of a retracement though, which is why I don't really care for it too much, because if this was an ABC, we would need this to be some kind of 5 wave, and for that again we would expect this to be a start of something and get another 5 wave up. So overall we would have just something like this. While this is possible, we could be targeting some of these areas here into here. super long time frame though. Some of the indices are showing now strength here locally, so I want to go through those as well, but those have a potential of some kind of diagonal in here. Obviously the invalidation for that idea is these highs, so if those highs are 161 highs are taken, then obviously this is no longer the case, or can't be that, but this is still still valid for now as a bear case. What's the bullish? This was the only issue that I had here. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. We're looking at these 3s and 4s here. Maybe some kind of 3, 4, and 5 into 3. This is very large far away 4 though. It's like, I don't know. So odd. Maybe we have a diagonal in here instead. And then we would have this as an ABC. Let's see that. Let's see that as the bear case instead. I feel like that is actually a bit better. We don't need a new high at that point. Then we would have this as some kind of fire web here. Some 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 into here. One of these highs. I really like that actually. And this would be a diagonal where this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Divergence between third and fifth. Third obviously not smallest, so that is fine. And that divergence there. I really like this actually. The only thing here is it's pretty hard to trade. We would need to be having that tracking this, and we can't be expecting it to come here to trade the higher time frame setup. We would just have to expect that this was the first initial opportunity to go long, and this time it held. Let's see some extensions. Yeah, it falls a bit short of that 1-to-1. But yeah, this is the bearish scenario. I like this a bit better. I think it's more probable, and this would be a 1 or 2 or something. Or an AB, of course, possible. How's the higher time frame here? Oh wow, okay. That is not good. That is not good. It's a weekly or something. These are probably shifted over from here. No, they're not. They're probably shifted from here. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get rid of that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Ooh. Okay, so this is again the low of March 2020. So again, the question is whether this is the one of fifth, or is the fifth complete? And I don't know. We could have something like this. And if this indeed is an ABC like we had, what happened here? Regular. Oh, it's the adjustment thing that is screwing everything up. Okay, whatever. These are probably wrong degrees as well. But yeah, I feel like this could be something like this as an ABC. I'll just use intermediary for now, and then use this as minor instead. I don't need to change everything. And this again is expecting C to take out this low here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Opportunities for sure. I'm probably, let's see, this looks very bullish, although we have a consolidation right at the middle. We hit some of the bearish targets already. You could be looking for entry here. I kind of want it to come up a bit. I want smaller stop loss, somewhere in here. I'm looking for something like this. If it extends beyond the 2 to 1 extension, it's most likely a some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 then. So something like this would be nice. And again, targeting way lower. The previous diagonal that we had was something like this. Let's see actually the time, how much it took. This probably does not even respect the 23.6. No, it does not. Okay. So that does not help overall here. Yeah, this would be so far away from a whole November, basically. We would have to wait before entering this one. But yeah, the true invalidation for the idea that this is a wave 1 is of course at these highs. So let's wait to golden pocket might be another one. Interesting area. Point of control right at the stop loss here. One of these order blocks or 2 to 1 extension. Value area high right at the golden pocket. But yeah, that's the bearish setup. I like that. AMD. Ooh, that had a nice rise here. ABC. Oh, look at that. This is exactly the same as the other one, right? SMH. Huh. How did we not see that one before? Okay, whatever. What we see here is loads of overlap. Loads of overlap. So I kind of want to... Oh, that's just horrible looking. How do we analyze this? We had a nice looking structure coming down. Then only chop afterwards. This looks like 3. We swept the low and now up. There's potential that we are creating an ABC in here before a continuation to the downside, because this here can definitely be some kind of diagonal. If this is an expanded flat for a wave 2 or something, let's see if it is potential for... Oh, this is okay. Hasn't retraced 90%. So most likely, if these two are connected together, this is going to be some kind of WXY, where this would be not the wave 1, but a wave wave A, looking for B, and then C, minute, and then we would have another WXY or an ABC here, which means that we are looking for five waves here, retracement for the X wave, and then wave Y here later on to create a 3-way structure again. And that's the expectation. This is tradable here. And until we see this drop here, I don't think we should be trading anything else. This could be tradable as well if this is impulsive. If we take out this previous wave 4 with force, we could be looking for a retracement play as well against the low if this is indeed 5 waves. And yeah, there's definitely opportunities here. What I would be looking for here is a sweep of this high here. I would like that. That would mean that this would be an expanded flat. Has the potential of at least being expanded flat. Let's get some targets here. Probably the 113 or something here. You could be looking for a reaction in this box, and if we are starting to break down, look for a retracement of some sort and go against the high. That's how I would be playing that. So something like this once we break down. Yeah, I got a couple alerts there. If we start to break down already here, it's going to be a running flat. Not that common, but it's possible. Here we had a wave 1, wave 2. It's kind of not quite sure how this is labeled. Maybe this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 already. We could be done soon. We are close to the 1-to-1 extension, but I would be patient here. Either we take out these lows here of that previous wave 4s, or we take out the high, and then we have to play the reaction now. That's AMD EDU. What is that? Okay, I have not analyzed this before, so I'll make another video on this on Patreon. Oh, whoa. Okay, that does not look good. Log scale. Okay, that's a fire wave. Oh, yeah, we'll analyze that later on. Amazon. I think Amazon should be part of the these ones, but yeah, let's take a look. Daily. I had this massive move up. Okay. That is interesting. I guess I'm glad we missed this. This could be an opportunity though. No, because 3. I feel like we have to be saying that this is a 3 here. Let's see, what is there any kind of structure in here? Oh my god, that is so horrible looking. What do we have? Maybe if we have it some kind of diagonal here. Oof. I feel like that is kind of forced. But it kind of looks decent on the higher time frame here. Oh, look at that, it's right into the 1-to-1. So if we have a 3 here, 3 coming down and 5 up, that's an expanded flat. Oh, that is very extended already. I'm getting a call I need to take. Give me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. If this indeed is a start of something here, as the wave A, this would be the end of B, and not this peak. What we're seeking here is a divergence that we are getting, which is good. We had a massive gap here, most likely to be filled at some point. Guess you could be going short here already. This would be the first target here. I kind of like that setup. Yeah. There could be a couple more highs here, but I don't know. There's already some divergences here. I feel like he could be looking for some, maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there is a chance that this is all done here. Stocks, these smaller time frames are always not that great. So, yeah. Gotta be playing the high time frame here a bit. What else did we have? But yeah, that looks decent as well. Very decent. Let's go through the indices as there's no more requests. Dow, this looks pretty decent as a 5. Coming down. We were talking about this as the target. We missed that. But C wave now looks decent. We have that divergence that we're looking, and then now we have the possibility of going up. The only long that I currently have on indices is Nasdaq. I tried to long S&P 500, but I made another low, and I got stopped at that. But I'm very well covered now for the Nasdaq long. This looks very decent. Let's get rid of these. The only thing that I kind of don't like is how we have this whole thing set up. So maybe 3, 3. I feel like this should be like this instead. So actually this should be smaller degrees, so minuets. And this should be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minuet into an A, B, C minute. There we go, get rid of these. And the higher time frame idea here on Dow has been that this was an A wave, looking for 3 wave, and then 5 wave. I wish we would have taken out that low, would have been so much better. But running flat here at the moment seems decent as well. And then we would be looking for 5 wave here as a continuation for this. And once that is done, if we are rejecting anywhere in this box to the downside, this here is the way I'm expecting the market to go. If, however, we are creating and going beyond here, beyond that 41, or basically 42k, or 44, no, 42k, yeah, beyond 42k on Dow, I would be expecting that this, instead of being an A wave, would be a 1. And this WXYZ would be the end of somewhat of a bear market. Short one, of course, we had a very long consolidation. But I have to say that at the moment, this structure that we currently have supports more of the idea that this is an ABC. Why? Is because of the time. Wave B generally takes longer, way longer than wave 2. So again, I am supporting the idea that this is more of a B wave. Does it matter for me? Not really. The idea is still that we are creating some highs and trading opportunities here, so that's all decent. ES, talked about this diagonal possibility previously. WX, very similar idea, concept. However, here we would already be done with the X, unlike in Dow, we'd be creating that X or B wave or secondary structure later. So it's going to be interesting to see because they're not too correlated. This being a 3 looks decent to me. Now we would be looking for basically a collapse downwards. I have multiple counts overlaid here, so don't mind about that. This can be a 5 here, with the idea that these are the diagonal trend lines, so multiple counts overlaid, so don't mind about that either. It's kind of messy, but yeah, got a few options open at the moment. Not really playing too much S&P at the moment. If this just something like this, you could be looking for a short against the high. In the case that this is indeed a 5 wave, start of something new, then we would be catching the wave B or wave 2 to the downside. Nasdaq, very similar. However, we had this as a potential wave 4. The Nasdaq count is way more bullish overall. We would be seeking more of these higher degree wave structures later. This kind of looks like either a WXYZ or a 5 wave. Actually, let's measure this. Can this even be a 5 wave here? Okay. This might be not applicable at all, because the 3rd wave can never be the shortest. So obviously this is shorter than this, and let's make sure that these are actually pivoted. Let's see, I think this one is better. It doesn't really matter, they're pretty much the same. So this is actually larger than this, so this can't be a diagonal. I did not measure this previously. I was just expecting the same as in S&P 500. So this can't be like so. It can't be, because the 5th is longer than 3rd, and 3rd is smaller than 1st. So this has to be either a structure like this or a WXYZ. So either in both cases, which are more bearish, that would be the case. Yeah, well, the bear cases in which this structure is bearish, in 3 waves, I mean. RSI does not really support this idea too much. But this is so bullish now. Man, I wish my S&P 500 long didn't create another low. I was longing here. Took me out and boom. Well, that's life. And on Nasdaq, this was the exact low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long setup here, and yeah, this worked out really well. But S&P 500 did not. Kind of bummed about that. What do we have? Because this looks very much like either this is some kind of diagonal here, or a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is obviously looking like a 3rd wave. So at least I'm expecting wave 4 and 5. Looking for that divergence here to be forming, if I'm looking for more profits. But this is definitely a potential where this would be a wave 4. And if that is the case, like we had on AMD or in SMH at the start of the stream, if this is a WXYZ here, completing the bear market, well, this is the start of something larger and newer. This is kind of odd of a structure. It would be super odd to have a WXYZ here and WXYZ here. Maybe the markets are changing after all. We'll see in a bit later. This is very important here, this high. That also means that this can't be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 if we break that high. Yeah, that is important. Russell has been taking some move to the upside as well. Ooh. Okay, I don't know about this though. One-to-one is all the way down here. Let's actually add the 0.618 into the chart. Yeah, we're not even tagged that. If we take out some of these previous highs, a shifting market structure, then it's going to be a bit different looking chart. Maybe this is actually just a wave 1 of this whole structure coming down. How did we have this? This looks more like a 3-wave though. So the expectation would be actually this in 3, as we did not extend beyond into here, or well, higher I guess, into here, 90% of this first move to create an ABC. So that's why I'm expecting 3 here. We'll go through the other indices if we have time later. Tesla. We took profits on this here when we saw this divergence, and that seems like a good plan. Good idea. Overall higher time frame, again, that's too high time frame. I'm not quite sure what do we have here. Quite a few different possibilities overall. We'll see how this plays out here. This again looks very impulsive like on the indices as well. So taking profits, more profits here is decent. This definitely can be finished if this is indeed a 3 into W, 3 into X, and now 3 into wave Y. We could be having a start of, again, another move up. The only reason I don't like this is the idea that, well, wave X could be already done, but if this indeed is a 3-wave to the downside and we are starting to take and shift market structure beyond the 270s, that would probably mean that we are going to be having another structure like this here, in here. And at that point again, what we've been talking about wave X being done already, or the potential of having that done, we would shift it here. Overall, that wouldn't really change the overall idea or premise at all. We have already taken out these highs here, so I don't think there is any idea or any kind of sense, to me at least, having this as a 1-2, 1-2. I think the wave C here is larger as well. Yes, it is considerably larger than wave 1 or wave A. So that's why I don't think 1-2, 1-2 would make any sense. Oh, wave 2 in here. So 1-2, 1-2 in here. Yeah. Okay. So we are still in the same ideology and same principles basically here. We'll see how this turns in the smaller time frame. Meta definitely did not do anything we were expecting it to. What is this doing? I have no idea. Kind of looks like 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we have overlap. This does not really look like it is too much contracting. Overthrow here, I don't know. I'm going to be skipping this for, I feel like, quite a bit now. Meta. This looks decent here. Oh well. Baba is still at the lows. Jimmy not really looking into anything that. So Netflix, we were expecting it to start to come down. Has not created any significant dip. It came back to the bullish band here on RSI. got move up. I don't think that is enough for me to look for any kind of entry. No, definitely not. But yeah, some of these bounces that we had were the early signs that we would have a potential bullish momentum in. We could have another three-way coming down. Now we have that clear divergence here. If this is a 3, then we could have a start of another move up. Of course, this does not mean that we have to do this as a 5. We could be just doing this as ABC, and then like we have this drawn here, we would have this as an ABC coming down or going up, and then a continuation like this coming down here. Multiple choices at the moment, until we come back into some of these like 363-ish. I'm not really interested in longing. Boeing looks like a 5-way down. It could be that this is a 1-2-1-2, or this could be actually a 1-2 here. This looks kind of done as a 5. This kind of odd looking 5 here though. This could be a 3 here, and then 5. And then this 4th would be down here instead. That would be way too large to have any kind of proportion. I feel like a good area for this to, let's see, 4-hour time frame. This here. These are super high time frame trades though, and you would be looking for this at least. So that's 4-hour time frame. Need to add here more. I kind of like this high here. 1 hour. Anything? That is so high, this one. I feel like the 786 here is probably some area of decency. Yeah, it's right there at these highs, these order blocks 4 hour. So yeah, that would be where I would be interested in shorting again. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 1, 2. Is that scuffed? This is earning scam wicks here. This could be. These are hard to say. But if it comes back down into these areas here around 180s, I could be looking for long setups. This kind of looks like 5 here. Probably micro. This would be then a sub-minuet, if this indeed is not just a scam wick. Let's see, where's the 786 here? It's down here, and that's order block 1 hour. Let's see that same order block. So yeah, my interest in long would be somewhere in here. Adding alert, so probably at top here, on top here, and looking for that long. That looks very good. I like that. Coinbase, yeah. Coinbase has this potential 5-wave as if this is the start of something here. Oh boy. It's not a good sign. Could it be a 5 of some end? Yeah, it can. This being a 3, this being a 3, and then 5. So A, B, C, and then we would have this connected here, most likely targeting this exact high, just sweeping it and then going down. Not the best thing here. Apple. Last week here we were looking for as that low. looking for that wave 2. Let's see in time. This is kind of early. I feel like we might just create some kind of structure like that instead. But again, if this indeed is a diagonal, like we've seen on some of the indices now, but as a potential, we don't need to be taking that amount of time either. How much have we retraced? Okay, we have retraced now almost the 32. So this would be the time box here. Time and retracement box I would be seeking. Okay. Make it pretty. For some reason I can't see the chat. I see that there is a chat rate of 1. I can't see the chat. Oh well. We'll see how much this extends if we are going to be getting a 5 wave here on Apple as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we do these areas around here, I feel like would be potential support and resistance flips, because we've had that area as a support previously, turned into resistance, tagged into a couple times before breaking through. That is probably the area of interest for me. And then something like this. Not the best risk to reward ratios, so probably not the full position I would be going in. But I like this. In case this is something other than a diagonal to the downside, this would be, again, WXYZ low. Although this looks very clearly like a 5 wave to me. So this is definitely counter trend trade. But yeah, that's something that you gotta do sometimes if there is a lower time frame setup. And of course, let's see if there is, what kind of a higher time frame play do we have. This high is really decent looking now. We had yeah, this looks very good. I kind of wish this plays out like this. So we have 5, 3, 5, probably into golden pocket. Probably need to be adding some alerts here, maybe into this 0.5 even. A couple alerts there, in case we just do something unexpected so soon. But yeah, this looks very decent. I like the downside for it for quite a bit. Amazon, we took a look at. ARK K. Yeah, I'm not touching that. PayPal. Yeah, I'm not touching this. Is there something actually happening here? It was the earnings here. Earnings were positive. We got a pump. Scam pump and dump back in, and now we're going up again. Palantir did a really massive bounce. We had this really nice setup here into these lows, and I was expecting this to become some kind of either 1-2, 1-2, and then expecting a ramp to the downside and create this. But instead we did some kind of earnings thing here. What was that? 23%. I don't know what this means. It's estimate? Surprise. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's compared to this number. This reported an estimate. Yeah, there we go. Kind of seems like a big number. I guess it was a good thing. Earnings, revenue though, surprise. Yeah, I guess good thing. But I'm still in that short. We'll see if this comes down and we have this scam pump and dump. There is sometimes that happens, but yeah, I still like this as a start. Nothing really has changed overall. Oh wow, in phase. Oh god. I think I'm just going to be marking these. So those are going to be most likely filled at some point, but this does not look good. Where is this like drop from? 340 into 80s, 76% down. Obviously this diagonal is wrong. I did not want to be thinking that this was a wave 1 of that C. There is a chance that it is. And we are still creating lower lows on RSI, so no divergences here. So most likely this is going to be some third or something like that. And now we could be starting to create this into lower and then maybe later up, maybe. Mara. Super choppy, not interested. Microsoft had this potential 5 wave. Are we trying to short this? I think this was something that we talked about, I feel like, because I've labeled it in or marked it. At the moment, I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is a diagonal after all. Oh, this looks exactly the same as we had on, was it Netflix? No, what had, was it Amazon? Yeah, Amazon, this. ABC. Looks exactly the same, right? A, B, C. This is kind of super ugly though. Really ugly. I don't know how to label that. Probably have to just, I don't know, do something like that. If this is indeed a 5 wave. This was the issue previously as well. There's no really good structure here for Microsoft here. Nvidia. Okay, maybe. Yeah, not interested. Let's go the crypto ones now. Bitcoin, locally, nothing has on higher time frame changed. We had this massive pump, and since then we've been just in the same range. Nothing is really going on. We got into this massive cluster of naked point of controls, weeklies, dailies, session. We had reaction there, came down. Currently have alerts at the low, and I think I am still short on Bitcoin, I would think. Why not? Or did it not go through? Oh, I was expecting it to come back up in here. I was too greedy. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's fine. But yeah, I was this obviously decent looking 3 wave. Then we had this massive drop here into this order block already, and got a reaction from it. So there is a chance that this whole thing here is done. It looks very decent. Hit that 1-to-1, and yeah, it's very decent looking. Earlier I was expecting this to be a B wave here. On some indices like BingX, exchanges like BingX, it has taken out the low or highs. There's no such wick like in here on Binance. So some kind of ABC. You could be labeling it a couple of different ways. Some kind of a triangle here in the middle. Looks decent as well. So this would be an A. Then this would be A again. A, B, C, D, E. Something like this. And then so this would be the structure for the way B. And then you would be looking for A, B, and then C overall. Let's put this in this right spot. And yeah, if we are expecting a C wave down here, most likely expecting a sweep of these lows, both of these. Look for your exchange lows. I would be expecting those to be taken out if this indeed is a C wave. But yeah, obviously this did not come back to here where I was expecting it to. So I'm missing out on that. But I have a ADA short. See that. Oh, did this take here? Oh yeah, that is so close. Huh. Okay. So I was playing this as some kind of 5. I don't know what this is. Typical ADA though, very overlapping, not really clear of a structure. I probably should just take TP here and put my stop to entry. This is so bad. I don't really like trading ADA overall. Now, as I'm probably saying it, it just comes back and takes my stop or something as I'm bashing it. ETH. That looks very decent as a 3-wave. That is the week that we had on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not come down below this now, no more. Similar range to Bitcoin here. I think this is some kind of 3 here, and then now we'd be again creating the exact same thing as with Bitcoin and coming down looking for these lows here. Actually, I'll just set alert there as well. And if this indeed is a way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look for that divergence here, look for that sweep. And if you're even more conservative than that, you don't want to be looking to take the catch a knife here. You could be looking for a market structure change, taking out this, looking for the order for long up in here against the current low, and then targeting. And you can see, depending of course how you have this as a risk to reward ratio, it's going to be a good trade. But yeah, I think this kind of similar setup is going to be in multiple different altcoins with, if they have this same similar sideways fashion. Loads of them have pumped way more though, so keep that in mind. Phantom looks like it is coming down quite rapid. This could be though, like there's opportunities where you would have this as 3, and I mean, can this be a 3, 3, and then again 5? I guess it could. It's going to be ugly looking though. Solana did this massive pump. I don't know. As I did not get like an entry here, because this to me looked way more like a 3-wave. That's why I did not really look into it. But it's just been pumping. Super bad. Or super mad. Super mad. What else did we have? I mean, Rune. I made videos about that as well. It's been really good. This whole thing, like, ridiculous. At the moment it's been coming down, this kind of choppy action. It could be, well, if we have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and yeah, then we can get a retracement and then look for long or short setups here. It's come down already, like 10%, yeah. I was expecting it to end here a bit earlier, I'm not quite sure how I would want to label this, if this wants to go even further. Just extensions after extensions, I guess. Really hard to label. Let me check if there was something else. So we did the indices, stocks, some of the crypto now. I mean, this is really a decent opportunity on loads of altcoins if you're looking for shorts. If we create a file wave here, like so, do you think this is part of anything previous to it? It's very slim of a chance. So I would be expecting a three-way structure up, look for shorts here, and off you go. I don't think I have any other assets that I had in mind to cover. That looks like a decent 3 here. SHIB in. I think Link had a nice pump as well. Big. 150%. Man. But still in the realm of where this whole consolidation could be a 3-wave. And the issue is that, how can we be bullish here? How can we be bullish? The only thing we could still think is that this low here is actually the end of something larger. Let's see if that is something even remotely possible. Like, if we have to be ending a count here in order to have this as the start of something new. How do we have that? Like, this would have to be something like this. And I don't know, that just looks a very odd structure to me. Or would you have it like 3 here, some kind of 3 here? Can be pumping a bit more, where this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Getting stuck in some resistance here, and well, ooh, yikes. Yep. Man, I wish crypto was just going to the moon, but I really have my doubts, unfortunately. I have my doubts, unfortunately. If you have some like other accounts you want to be sharing in Discord as well, let me know. I can take a look at those. I can comment on those. But I think that is pretty much everything I want to share. I'm gonna go and get some food in me, and yeah, it's been, I think, just about an hour of a live stream. So we went through all the ones I wanted. So hope you enjoyed and got something out of it. Again, if you're interested in learning more, check out the course. If you're interested in the trade setups and signals, check out CTC. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next live stream again. Bye bye.